Hey there, good man fam, and welcome to the next episode of the IHAT podcast, the I Have a Theory podcast. Let's get into it. Cardi B. Now, I'm pretty sure that a significant number of individuals in the industrialized worlds know of Cardi B. Even if they don't know who she is, they've probably at least heard of her name, right? Now, who is Cardi B? Cardi B came from this one show. I don't know if it was Love and Hip Hop or something like that, where she was on there, and I remember her doing this one thing where she was like, "What's the reason? What is the reason?" or something like that. I remember her yelling like crazy. Again, y'all can tell me if y'all know the actual show, but most people know her from that. And the thing about her that people really like is that she's real. Now, what do we mean by real? Because we have to quantify things a lot of times. What we mean by real is that when she says something, she means it. She stands on it. The crazy thing about that is she kind of doesn't have a filter a lot of times. I mean, you'll hear her talking about some stuff and you'll be sitting in there like, why would you say that out loud? It doesn't, you shouldn't say that in public. But that's why people love her, because she will just keep it real. She will just be honest. She'll be speaking with a presidential candidate or a president, and she'll do the same thing. Now, she'll dial it back to where it's not over the top, like, come on, you're making the president look bad, but she'll still keep it real. Cardi B is one of those rare real ones, right? However, she does have a past that's tainted. And I don't mean like everybody has some stuff in their past that they did. No. I'm talking about some stuff to where if it had been known at the time, she would have been doing some jail time, some serious time. And everybody knows about that who at least knows her story. But even with all of that, she's kind of universally a beloved figure because of her realness. People respect that. They respect you being honest and upfront. That's why people love Eminem, because he's a real one. You know about his life. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's really open and honest in his music. People love that. Well, there was someone on this social media app. Now, most people know it as Twitter, but they changed it to X. I still call it Twitter. And Cardi B was the subject matter of this actual post from who? You guessed it, a modern female. And the post that was made said all of these positive things about what Cardi B is, what she has, who she is, all of this stuff, right? But then it said at the end, which again was freaking insane to me, there is no man who wouldn't want Cardi B. And I'm sitting there like, wait, what? What? And then somebody in the comment section said, you obviously do not know men. Facts. Facts. But here's the thing, though, because I want to have a nuanced conversation, because you all know how we do over here in the fam, okay? The nuanced conversation is, what did the modern female who made the post mean by want Cardi B? Because let's not get it twisted. Cardi B is kind of universally accepted as being cute, bare minimum cute. And when she gets dialed up, man, she's bad, okay? But even with all of that, there is still a separation between two things when you use the word want. Because a male wants to have intercourse with a female, and a male can want to be in a relationship with that same female. But on the flip side, a male can want to have intercourse with a female and not want to be in a relationship with her. It's very simple. But for some reason, people have a problem quantifying this when it comes to the female sex. Again, we're not talking about the people overall. We're talking about specifically the female sex. They seem to think that somebody wanting you in a physical way means that they want you in the other way. Now, why is this? The reason this is the case is because the way that particularly modern females think is how whatever it is that they feel, think, whatever, should be the moral compass. It's the same way when it comes to what they think and feel about something food-wise, what they think and feel about television, what they think and feel about furniture. They tend to think that whatever they feel should be the thing. So they think on their side of the aisle when it comes to males that whatever guy it is with whom they have sex, that's a guy with whom they'd want to be in a relationship 9 times out of 10. Why is that? Because normally females having sex with a guy means that they feel a certain way about him mentally. That's not the same way with dudes. Dudes will have intercourse with a female who they found behind a goddamn dumpster. Males ain't thinking like that when it comes to this stuff. But females do. So when they look at Cardi B and they think about her being, in their eyes, a bad B, they think, oh, any man would want her because men want bad Bs. And then they equate the want to the same thing on their side, which is the want, the intercourse, and the relationship. But that's not the case on the male side. So you have to give that nuance when it comes to that post that modern female did. But that brings us to something else. Because this is why when I saw this other post, and I think this one was on Instagram, I just shook my head like, how do they not get this? How? Because the post that was on Instagram talked about how they wished that these relationship conversations would stop. So, what are your thoughts on this? Put it in the comments section because comments really help push the video. Then grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.